As the jets arrive in big battle formation, Red 1 pulls them up into the loop, with them transitioning into short diamond as they apex at 6,000 feet. In the beautiful blue skies over Fairford, the distinctive red hawks clearly visible as they come down, noses pointing down, about to twist to the right. Red 1 for 2018 is squadron leader Martin Pertz. Martin is a former Harrier and Typhoon pilot and previously instructed on the Hawk. He's in his first year as the team leader. As Red 1 banks short diamond round to the right-hand side, we're about to transition into the first of our formations, representing an aircraft in the Royal Air Force. The smoke is on for 4, 5, 8 and 9, as the edges of short diamond sweep back to form the wings of Typhoon. Typhoon, of course, the RAF's multi-role fighter, currently on operations in the Middle East and defending the skies of the UK 24 hours a day.
Yeah, my turn.
Get those cameras ready, the aircraft about to pull on, the smoke about to come on for the Typhoon roll.
They are smoke on, go, and roll.
And roll calls Red 1 as the aircraft inverted at 3,000 feet, the planform of Typhoon clearly visible against that blue sky. On the right of Red 1 in Typhoon is Red 2, Flight Lieutenant John Bond. John is a former Tucano pilot, instructor and display pilot, and in his first year on the team, joining us from the Typhoon Force. As Red 1 banks Typhoon round to the right, he's about to transition into the second of our aircraft. We've just seen it landing before this display. The smoke is on. The wings of Typhoon are sweeping forward to form Lightning. Lightning, of course. The aircraft just arrived at RAF Marham on 617 Squadron, a 5th generation stealth aircraft capable of simultaneous air-to-ground, air-to-air and electronic warfare missions. The lights are on towards us, the smoke is about to come on. A Red 1 pulling up now for the Lightning Loop. As the jet's apex at 6,000 feet on the right wing of Lightning is Red 4, Flight Lieutenant Chris Lyndon Smith. Chris is a former Tornado GR4 pilot and Hawk T1 instructor. He's on his second tour with the team and is in his second year. This is Lightning. Phoenix go calls Red 1, the smokes are back on. The jets at the rear are about to join those on the wing to form the technically difficult formation of Phoenix. 6 aircraft all flying line abreast behind the leader, and Red 6 and 7 tucking in at the back. On the left of Red 1 in Phoenix is Red 3, Squadron Leader Mike Ling. Mike has been a previous display pilot and was Red 10 for 6 years before rejoining the team as Red 3 for the 2018 season. Get the cameras ready, the smoke is about to come on for the Phoenix Present. Phoenix moves off to our right-hand side. Red 1 about to transition into one of our trademark formations. You can see it on the badges on our flying suits, both on the reds and the blues, underlined by our motto of éclat, meaning excellence. And excellence is something that everybody in the Red Arrows strives for, both in the air and on the ground. The smoke comes on, the wings of Phoenix sweeping back into our trademark diamond. The nose light's about to come towards us, the jet's about to pull up, the smoke about to come on for the diamond roll. As Diamond Apex is at 3,000 feet with the white smoke on, that distinctive diamond formation moving through the sky. On the left of Diamond is Red 5, Flight Lieutenant Dan Lowe's. Dan is a former Typhoon pilot and weapons instructor and joins the team for his second year. Well, as Diamond moves off to the left-hand side, it's time for my favourite manoeuvre of the display, and I'm sure many of you will agree when you see it. Red 1 banking the formation round to the left, about to move into the position that represents the combat aircraft seen for the last time at Riyadh this year, and has been the mainstay of Royal Air Force operations over the past 3 decades. It is, of course, Tornado. Tornado calls Red 1 as 8 and 9 move to the back of the formation. As they come back down towards us, Red 1 will call for the air brakes, he'll call for the smoke, and Red 8 and 9 will roll around the rest of the formation. I know Red 9's excited about this one. You're about to hear how excited as they approach Tornado. Aboard, whispers Red 9 as the red and blue smoke comes on. 8 and 9 rolling around the white smoke of the rest of the formation. Red 1 about to bend the formation to the left with a change in colour. Keep those cameras rolling for Tornado. Smoke off go calls Red 9. As Tornado moves off to our right hand side, that signals we're approaching the end of the first half of the display. So far we've seen graceful 9-ship aerobatic manoeuvres across the sky. Well, we're about to shift it up a gear, we're about to up the tempo as we enter the second half. The 9-ship breaking down to a 5 and a 4. The 5 called Enid after Enid Blyton's famous 5, and the 4 called Jippo after the surname of the first leader of the back section. Well, Red 1 has called them into Phoenix formation, which means only one thing: he's starting the second half full. As it's the RAF 100th anniversary, we have a special split to start the second half. Get those cameras ready, get the lenses zoomed out. You are about to see the spectacular centenary split. And pulling up calls Red 1 as the 7 jets pull up to the vertical. Red 6 and 7 staying low. Red and blue smoke's on for the centenary split. As the 7 jets form the palm, keep your eyes on red 6 and 7 with the white smoke trailing as they move off to the left and right. Red 6 on the left, red 7 on the right, being chased down by reds 8 and 9. On the left is red 6, synchro lead, Flight Lieutenant Cy Taylor. Cy is a former Tornado and Typhoon pilot in his 3rd and final year on the team. The jet's about to pull down to 100 feet over the runway with a closing speed of over 700 miles an hour. Red 6 and 7 about to 4-point roll, reds 8 and 9 about to pull to the vertical in the spectacular Jippo Pass. Jippo Go calls red 6 as red 6 and 7 4-point roll, reds 8 and 9 pull to the vertical with that palm smoke still lingering in the middle. On the left is red 9, Flight Lieutenant Mike Bowden as he pulls down, his white smoke coming back on. Mike, a former Harrier and Tornado pilot in his 4th and final year on the team. As Mike comes in from our left-hand side, looks straight ahead and to the right to pick up the lights of Enid. The smoke is on, get down, says red 1 as they form an inverted V. Red 9 about to fly straight through the middle in the Goose. Red 9 pulls up with his patriotic red, white and blue smoke as Enid come across the front in arrow formation, the red and blue smoke trailing. As Enid move off to the left-hand side, their coloured smoke about to turn white, it's almost time for the next synchro manoeuvre. On a glorious day like today, it can only mean one thing's next. Red 6 and 7, I can see them, they're heading towards us, the nose lights are on, they're about to pull up.
And pulling up.
It's time for the heart.
Roll, smoke on, go.
6 and 7 pull over the top, the white smoke is on as they start their symmetrical heart. There's an airliner up there, but ignore that one. It's red 8 we're looking at as he comes down the hill. His white smoke about to come on, ready to spear the heart.
That's a really nice one.
Let's hear it for the heart, ladies and gentlemen. Red 8 with the spear is Flight Lieutenant Matt Masters, a former Tornado F3 pilot, Tucano instructor in his 3rd and final year on the team. Now keep looking left and right, the smoke is back on for the synchro pair. They're pulling back in towards us, getting ready for the next of their opposition passes. As they descend again with a closing speed of over 700 miles an hour, they will cross in front of us and then perform the opposition barrel.
Which one is the one closest to us? This guy.
Moving off to our left-hand side with the blue smoke is Red 7, Flight Lieutenant Toby Keeley. Toby is a former Tornado GR4 pilot and Hawk T2 instructor. He's in his 2nd year on the team and will take over as synchro lead next year. Now look out to your front left, the rest of the jets are returned, the white smoke is on, they are pulling up. It's time for those cameras again, get the lenses zoomed out. It's the vertical break.
now.
Brake, brake, go, calls red one, the vertical brake.
Nice. Very good.
As the vertical brake finishes, the smoke goes off. Red 6 and 7 start to come in from the left and right. Their smoke back on again for the next of their passes. They're about to do barrel rolls towards each other, then cross 3 times in a tight 360-degree turn in the circus. The red and blue smoke comes on, red 6 and 7 pulling 6G, fighting the she-suits as they come around the corner. This manoeuvre is named after the engineers and support staff that fly in the back seat of our aircraft and is dedicated to circus and especially to JB. As the smoke comes off from synchro, they pitch behind us. It's time to get ready for Enid again. Keep looking forward just to the right hand side. See if you can pick out the nose lights. The smoke is about to come on, and up they come. The colour comes on, red 1 about to start a barrel roll to the left as they draw a snake-like shape in the sky in the Python. Red 1 flying a formation known as Leader's Benefit, with red 1 at the front, reds 2, 3, 4 and 5 in line abreast behind him. And as red 1 pulls up for the second roll, I'd like to say hello to Will and Lottie. As red 1 completes the second of those Python rolls, the white smoke flowing against the bright blue sky, it's almost time to look for Jippo again. Look to your right hand side, the smoke's coming on, reds 6 and 7 are about to roll inverted, reds 8 and 9 rolling around their smoke as they fly down the line in corkscrew. Complete calls red 9, red 6 about to move Jippo off in a right hand bend. Keep looking to the left, there's Enid coming back towards us. The nose lights come through the horizon, the jet's rolling out, the smoke is about to come on. They're going to do symmetrical rolls from the inside to the outside of the formation, changing smoke colour as they go in the rollbacks. 2 and 3 roll go, calls red 1, the signal for 2 and 3 to start their rolls. Clear go, call red 2 and 3, the signal for 4 and 5 to start. Calls red 5 as red 1 enters a left-hand turn. The coloured smoke changing to white as Enid move off to prepare for the next Jippo manoeuvre. Round the formation before 6 and 7 do their own rolls. Get those cameras ready, it's a perfect day for it. The spectacular Jippo break. eyes on red 6 and 7, their red and blue smoke changing to white as they start to pull up, ready for the last of their opposition manoeuvres. Again, red 6 on the left, red 7 on the right, this time pulling down to 200 feet, a closing speed again of 700 miles an hour. Red 6 will roll inverted, red 7 the right way round before they cross and switch in the vice versa. There goes 6 inverted on the left, 7 in from the right hand side. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the synchro pair. Now look straight ahead again, it's almost time for the show finale. Red 1 has gathered the other aircraft together. The nose lights are coming towards us, the smoke is about to come on, get ready for the cameras. It's time for the magnificent Vixen break. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching the Red Arrows! Well, ladies and gentlemen, the smoke from Red 1 comes on, he starts to gather the other aircraft together, and normally that would be the end of the show. But as it's the centenary of the Royal Air Force, we have one last flypast for you on the end of this very special Riyadh Sunday show. Red 1 is gathering 6 of the aircraft together, but Red 6, 8 and 9 are staying separate. As they maneuver off to the right-hand side, red 6, 8 and 9 will regroup. They're going to come in from the right-hand side. They're going to pull up into a number 100, whilst the rest of the aircraft draw a red, white and blue line underneath in the Centenary Pass. Red 6 is turning in, red 8 and 9 will be with him. Red 1 positioning wide. Get those cameras zoomed out again. In celebration of the RAF centenary, this is the Centenary Pass. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching the Red Arrows! As Red 1 leads the main formation off to the left, he'll be gathering all 9 aircraft together, preparing to come in for a flat break to land. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed the show today. I hope it's inspired some of you in the audience today, especially those hundreds and hundreds of cadets that have given up their time to help run the show this weekend. In line with the RF 100 objectives of commemorating, celebrating and inspiring, I think you'll agree it's been a thoroughly successful Riyadh, and there's plenty more flying to come today. The jets will reposition to land now. Red 1 positioning them out to initial. They'll break in numerical order, 1 to 9 before landing and taxiing back in formation. Ready to turn, refuel from the blues for us to go and fly past at Farnborough tomorrow morning. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for watching us today. I'd like to thank you for listening to me, and more importantly, for all your support for the Royal Air Force and the British Armed Forces. You can follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, on our website, and all that remains for me to say is to wish you all the very best from the Red Arrows, and especially from all of us at the Royal Air Force.
Cheers, Squadron Leader Adam Collins, Red 10, his first RIAT, I'm sure of many, successfully completed. And one of the most beautiful skies I think I've ever watched the Red Arrows in. After they've landed, we're going to be getting the A400M out. That's departing to Farnborough. In the meantime, George.
Oh, thanks very much, Ben. Yes, supremely outstanding display there. But first up, a message for Jack Bello Barber, please. Jack Bello Barber, would you please make yourself known as soon as possible to any member of the RIAD staff or to any of the police around the Then do please remember that if you're going on foot, you must only go out via the red exit. So foot departures via the red exit only, please. This is for your own safety to avoid any confliction with departing traffic. And we hope very much that we'll see you next year, because we've got the dates already, the July the 19th to the 21st. We will of course be staging yet another exciting celebration of aviation, and the super early bird discounted tickets for the 2019 show will of course go on sale at air2.com as well. A massive thank you first up. We've got hundreds to do this afternoon after 3 fabulous days, but primary right top of the list, BAE Systems for their continued and generous support to this, the world's most exciting military air show, and to the provision of the flying display alone. And I can assure you there's still yet another hour to go yet of really outstanding flying displays, all brought to you by Rolls-Royce itself, a global leading business providing integrated power systems for use on land, sea and in the air, of course. So much still to see and do. The showground remains open to 7 o'clock, of course, and you can enjoy yourself rather rushing to your cars. Do make the most of all the activity zones that are available. There's some really outstanding exhibitions in all 3 areas. I've mentioned enough already about the Techno Zone in the Vintage Village, which themselves are outstanding, but don't forget the Autodrome, put together by the Riley Motor Club, and featuring things like the Wall of Death Riders. They'll all be going on till 7, and of course the General Activity Zone. All outstanding areas to entertain the children for at least another hour and a half. So do make the most of that, but a lot more flying coming your way. A really outstanding program to finish off what has been an outstanding weekend's worth of flying. And now back to the flyline.
Cheers, George. Yes, next up we have the Swedish Gripen, then we have the Ukrainian Su-27, the Flanker, the Royal Air Force Chinook, the Finnish Air Force Hornet, and the Royal Air Force Typhoon.
Ben, that really is an amazing amount of stuff. Still in the last hour to come. As a display director, you'd be delighted to have the last 2 hours of RIAT as your whole day.
Yes. Absolute embarrassment of riches.
And as we were mentioning, while you have another gap, of course, the huge amount going on in the showground here has just grown exponentially over the years as well. Almost as many things there as going on in the air. And the acts, just remember, they're not just open in these zones, but the performance is still going on right through until 6:30 with exhibition and activities in both the Techno Zone and the Vintage Village as well.
Yes, and some excellent vintage aircraft in the Vintage Village, part of the RAF 100 displays, and the Sopwith Camel from Tony Bianchi, the B-2E from the World War I Aviation Heritage Trust, and the Tiger Moth, the Avro Tutor, and the Spitfire 5C from the Shuttleworth collection at Old Warden, all available for you to visit in the Vintage Village until the close of play. And we should mention BAE Systems have also brought their Avro Anson, which is in the markings now of the RAF Coningsby station flight. So that's right in the middle of the showground. A very, very attractive aircraft indeed.
Just a final security reminder then before the next aircraft departs down the runway that all your belongings, please, we'd like you to take with you, and your litter as well. Please dispose of that sensibly, and of course ensure you have all the family with you, children, grandparents, and of course take particular care with any vulnerable adults as well. But have a great trip home, and on your way out, if you're in your car already, please of course tune into 87.7 to smooth your journey home. Now back to the flight.
Yes, that's of course if you are on your journey home, because we very much hope you'll stay for the final few outstanding items. The next aircraft to take off we've already seen. That's the A400M from Airbus Defence and Space. And that's just a departure to Farnborough. Then we'll be back on with the display action.
Is that A300? Or is this Chinook? A400 is going up.
And he's just been given takeoff clearance by the tower, and there it is on the roll.